Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks. I'm going to be your tour guide today. We are on the east coast of Florida and we're heading to Port Canaveral. It is February 2025 and my husband Kelly and I are heading to the Carnival Vista. We seriously just booked this trip a couple days ago. We're driving here and we're trying to figure out where to park. There are several different off-site lots that have free shuttle that are less expensive. But we needed a reservation and we didn't have one, so we couldn't park there. Another option for parking is staying and flying, coming the day before, spending the night at the hotel, and leaving your car in their lot. Some hotels that are offering this right now by the cruise port are the Country Inn and Suites, the Radisson, and Homewood Suites. This is such an amazing feeling. I absolutely love cruising, and I'm so excited to be going on the Carnival Vista. And there she is. A more expensive but very convenient option is to park right there at the port. If you're new to cruising, one thing you have a choice of is whether you're going to take your luggage on yourself or whether you're going to drop it off. We're going to go drop off our luggage before we park. I have done it both ways before, but dropping it off at the porter is much easier. Unfortunately, she didn't have our name down. We just booked the cruise and we weren't even on the list yet. I'm not even certain if we have an assigned room yet. Our luggage tag didn't even have a cabin number on it. The people that checked in the earliest have the earliest spot to get on the cruise. Carnival gives you a window of time of when to arrive. Our time to arrive was between 1 and 1:30. We arrived about 12:30. I believe for our sailing, the parking was $17 a day. You pay before you park. Even though they did not have our information and I did not have a stateroom number on my luggage tag, they were still able to take the bags because of our last name. They said they would find us. And that makes walking in so much easier, especially while I'm filming. We just personally took in a small backpack with things that we would need that day. But quite honestly, because we are boarding later, by the time we get in here and go through the whole check-in process and board the ship, our stateroom will probably be ready upon our arrival. I don't personally really love this part, but I don't think anybody does. You kind of go in this line and then you go in this line. The first thing you're going to need is your boarding pass, whether you print it out or you have it accessible on your phone. A lot of people are very eager to get on the ship as early as possible, and while that may be good, just bear in mind you may not get your stateroom till later in the day. After you show your boarding pass, you're going to get into another line and you have to go through security. Obviously, they're looking for weapons and even alcohol. You're allowed to bring on Carnival, not every cruise line, but Carnival lets you bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne per adult passenger. They're also looking for recreational drugs, including marijuana. Do not bring any marijuana on here. They even have the sniffing dogs. They will either take it from you, they may even arrest you. Don't even try. They honestly don't care if it's legal in your home state. They do not allow it on Carnival ships. I don't make the rules, I'm just the messenger. During our check-in process, we were able to get our stateroom number, so now at least we know where we're going. This is when it starts to really feel like fun. This is our 7th cruise with Carnival. First cruise on the Vista.
Jennifer?
Yes. I personally like checking in later in the day because it feels more relaxed, but others have been on the cruise already for 2 or 3 hours, so it depends on what you like to do. One thing I know for sure that I definitely recommend is get here a day before if you're flying in. The ship waits for no one. Yeah, we're pretty happy to be here. You don't want to miss this, so make sure you are here. We were personally coming from Daytona Beach, which is about, it's like a 45-minute drive from there. If you're flying here, Daytona or Orlando would be the closest airports. If you want to spend the night before or after the cruise, Port Canaveral or Cocoa Beach would be the closest hotels. Oh my God, we're almost on. How exciting. This wasn't too bad. The whole process from parking till now was probably about an hour. Because we are boarding in Port Canaveral, we are greeted by an astronaut because Port Canaveral is the home of Kennedy Space Center. He was very photogenic. We'll see more of the lobby throughout all my videos. There will be a different video for each day. Now let's go check out our stateroom.
Yeah.
First come, first serve. How do you get them on?
There it goes.
Oh, there should be a picture of the ocean.
Yeah.
Outside with the little door.
Yeah, like a picture of a porthole and a view. That would be a good,
I'm gonna go
Just
down.
a suggestion, Carnival.
So they granted us an inside stateroom, which was totally fine. Like I mentioned earlier, this was a free last-minute cruise offer that I took advantage of. We'll get into more of that later. Now we have to talk about the room. It has a refrigerator. It has water, but there's a charge. There's towels in the room. You do not get towels at the pool. You take them back and forth to the pool with you. You will have a stateroom host. I'm not sure what they're properly called. That's what I call them. That will come and they'll replenish your towels every day and make your bed and tidy up your room for you. They always make an appearance on embarkation day to meet you and to make sure that everything meets your satisfaction. The inside cabins are small. Actually, all the cabins are small, unless you have a big suite. The showers are very tiny, but it's a cruise stateroom or a cruise cabin, whatever you like to call it. You're just meant to sleep here and shower here, and then you get out and you go enjoy yourself. Go explore. The closet has a safe. I always say you could put your money in the safe or you could put it into the casino. The whole room is just a big closet. This is just a place to put your stuff. Our room was 2 twins that were pushed together, but there were also 2 twin beds that were in the ceiling. Can sleep 4 people. Now the once dreaded safety muster station drill is no longer dreaded anymore. It's actually quite easy. You are assigned a station and then you just show up. They ask you your name, what cabin you're in, and they ask you, do you know how to use a life preserver? Do you know where this is? Meet here in case of an emergency. It's so easy. So we're all checked in. We have our stateroom. We went to the muster drill. Let the games begin. First thing we'd like to do, unless we're starving, then we'll get something to eat. But we already ate, so we're going to go up to Serenity. And there was nobody here. It was just beautiful. Kicked off my sandals, grabbed myself a clamshell. I'm just going to hang out here for a little while. The rest of the video will be about the rest of what we did that day. I'm going to have a video about every day, plus a video separately about the casino, and one about all the food that we ate while we were on this Carnival Vista ship. Now it's time to go explore the ship. Before we do that, we're going to go get a little snack. We're getting a little hungry. So funny, the first day I'm so selective and I get small portions and I eat like I normally do. And by the end of the cruise, I'm like shoving cake in my face, eating pizza, burgers. I'm like, game on. Here's a look at the dining room. After that, we went to deck 5 to go chill out. The ship is still in dock. We haven't even moved yet. When you book the cruise, you choose early, late, or your time dining. That's what we chose. We can decide daily what time we want to go dine. Come take a walk with us. We're going to see what the action is like on the Lido deck. Wow, this is really big. I was just on the Margaritaville Islander. Really nice ship, but it was about half the size of this. Back to the cruise fare. This is going to be a 6-night cruise. I believe it was $420 for my husband and I. It was free, but you had to pay for the port taxes and fees. So it was like $420. And at the end of the cruise, you pay for the gratuities and drinks if you want to drink. We didn't drink that much. We had a couple bottles of wine here and there. Oh, and then there's the casino money. But that's what gets me the free cruises. So pay now or pay later. On the 6-night cruise, we're going to be stopping in 3 different ports: Half Moon Cay, Grand Turk, and Amber Cove, Dominican Republic. I'll have a video of each of those stops coming up in the near future. Come join me as we sail away from Port Canaveral. Other ships that were there were Carnival Venezia, which I've sailed on before and I have videos of. That was a really nice cruise. Different from this one, really different, but it was very nice as well. There was also Royal Caribbean as well as Disney. I always look at the people on the cruises, sitting on their balconies, wondering where they're going and why they chose that ship. We're all off to a grand adventure at sea. I love it. I love cruising. There was a couple years there where I didn't cruise at all. I was actually on the cruise, the last cruise before the COVID shutdown. I think I actually got COVID on that cruise. Crazy times. I'm so glad all that is over with. This is one of my favorite parts of all of the cruise. Don't miss it. Though it's not as dramatic as leaving some of the other ports like New York City or even New Orleans, it's still pretty cool to see. I just recently sailed out of Tampa this year too for the first time. That was a great port. So many cruises, so little time. Do you have a cruise plan? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. So we went back to our stateroom, had a little reboot, took showers, and got ready for the evening. We were planning on going to dinner in the dining room, but we decided to go up to the buffet, and I'll share with you why. First, and most importantly, is all the dinner entrees that are at the dining room are at the buffet. So it's a great chance to try a little bit of everything. Oh, I love this vegetarian Wellington. It is so good. After a while, when you go on the same cruise line, you get to know the food and you get to have favorites. The second issue was the timing. When you choose your time dining, you just don't show up. You have to get the app on your phone, which is called the Hub, and then you request a time, and they will tell you when it's time to come down. By the time we decided to do this, they said it was going to be a 45-minute wait, so we just decided to come up to the buffet. And it was a good choice. A lot of people were at the dining room, so it was pretty empty. It was a very positive dining experience. And honestly, on this ship, we ended up eating at the buffet for most of our meals. For entertainment, they got into it right away. There was evening shows, comedians. There was so much going on the first night, but we were just a little tired. So we're going to grab some coffee and some dessert. Oh, the chocolate lava cake. Yes, game on. Here we go. And we enjoyed our time outside. They had a movie going, and it was just a beautiful night to be on the ship. If you're still with me, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you continue to follow me on our other grand adventure days on the Carnival Vista. Click on one of these playlists to watch more videos about Carnival ships. If you want to book a cruise, just do it. Cruising is awesome. Every day is a gift. Make them count. Always remember to be well to yourself and kind to others. Safe travels to you.